Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We actually ended up just seeing a new surprise update drop in Black Ops 6 and Warzone late yesterday evening that actually included some patch notes, some pretty important ones, some pretty important bug fixes, I should add, in addition to several other gameplay changes, gameplay updates as well. So of course, we've got a lot to dive into here today, starting first with a few different Black Ops 6 updates here. Of course, there'll be timestamps on the video to skip to whatever section you're looking to find out about first here, but COD Updates does post saying new update is now out for Black Ops 6 ranked play. Specifically, the following attachments have been unrestricted. On the Jackal PDW, you can now use the reinforced barrel, and on the Strider 22, you can use the ergonomic grip. So if you're looking to change up your ranked play setups a little bit here, they have unrestricted those. Obviously, now that the CDL season is over, they'll probably be experimenting a lot more with ranked play just to mess around in the final few seasons here for that. But yeah, for ranked play specifically, that now has been changed. We also got a couple of new tweets from Treyarch as well. Yesterday they post saying, live in today's Black Ops 6 update, we've got the Zombies King of the Dead tournament. So obviously that's now going on. It's a zombies specific LTM here where you go through, you get points for doing certain challenges, doing boss fights, killing certain elites, just getting zombie kills in general. As you do get more points, you climb up and up and up the leaderboard, and once the event is over, depending on where you place on the leaderboard, you get various rewards for that. There's different challenges you can complete within that as well. Definitely a unique event compared to what we've seen recently, when it's a lot of like XP based stuff or very straightforward stuff. It's just unfortunate it's limited to just zombies, and zombies alone would be kind of a cool thing to have in multiplayer or Warzone in a similar style, and maybe they branch out to that in the future. But that is now live alongside Blueprint Gun Game. So gun game, but it's with various different blueprints that have been released in the game. Stakeout 24/7 is there for your camo grinding needs, of course. Mercenary Mosh Pit was added to quick play. That's a huge W. I know a lot of players really enjoy specifically the Mercenary Mosh Pit. Matchmaking just feels a little bit better there, so that's solid. They also say, in case you missed it, One in the Chamber is now available in private match and supports a up to 4 party member system in public matches there. They also follow this by saying, eliminate zombies and complete main quests to climb the ranks of the King of the Dead leaderboard. Complete challenges and earn rewards based on your placement and your leaderboard by the end of the event. Score can be earned in any zombies mode or map in solo, squad, or grief matches to expand on that King of the Dead tournament. Keep in mind, that's only going to be live for 1 week though. Presumably next week on Thursday when we get our update day, it'll probably be like the Grief Master event or whatever that's specifically called there. So super limited time on that. But yeah, that was a part of the minor Black Ops 6 update when live. We also have a pretty important Warzone update with some specific patch notes. Hey everyone, real quick, wanted to give a shout out to my friends over at G Fuel. We are of course in the midst of summer. It's hot outside. You want to stay hydrated? Look no further than G Fuel. They got plenty of flavor options for their new hydration and focus formula. And of course, if you're looking to stay energized, there's a ton of options there as well between the tubs and the cans. And G Fuel is constantly adding in new flavors. Trust me when I say there is something for everyone. There are so many bangers. Some of my absolute favorites: watermelon limeade, hype sauce, fruit punch, all fantastic. You can mix and match flavors as well. They got so many choices. If you ever want to grab anything at all from the new and improved G Fuel site, use code Immortal at checkout. The link for that will be down in the description below if you're interested. So as you can see, we do have our Thursday, July 10th update that went live late yesterday evening, way later than patch notes typically drop. Not sure the reason for that, but hey, that's how things played out, of course. But as we do dive into all the patch notes here, all the new changes and updates, if you guys enjoy the video, a like rating is always seriously appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, you want to make sure that each and every day you are in the know for all things going on in Call of Duty. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, and help get us one step closer to hitting 1 million subs. But as far as this July 10th update goes, should just be a little update, requires restart one. You're good to go. No major download or anything associated with this. First up with modes, Havoc Royale. The charge jump event now does disable fall damage. So if that event's going on, you can sort of just go crazy and not have to worry about fall damage. If you're like me, you're maybe a little bit more prone to fall damage. Definitely good news there for sure. In ranked play, they've also updated some things here. Ranked play resurgence. Weapons will now drop more frequently from supply crates, bringing this behavior in line with standard resurgence modes. There's been a big ongoing conversation ever since ranked play was added to resurgence back with season 4 reloaded, where the chests seem bugged almost. They just were not dropping weapons like at all. You'd open up a bunch and maybe get a weapon out of it, and whatever one it is, there's some pretty wonky ones in there. It's like, okay, I guess this is what I'm working with until I can find a chest that actually gives me something, or we can get some cash for a loadout drop. Just a really frustrating way, an obnoxious way to play early game there, where the loot just did not feel consistent whatsoever. So nice to see they did update that, and more weapons should be dropping from the crates now. This is probably the biggest update of this entire patch notes section here: audio. For whatever reason, which we're about to find out, the Season 4 Reloaded audio just felt off, and some players are saying, no, it's fine, you know, things haven't changed. Others like, I'm not hearing any footsteps, I'm hearing nothing. This is something that's like, wow, that gunfight, I absolutely heard that guy. Then this gunfight a little bit later, I'm like, yeah, that guy was on top of me. I had no clue that he was running right next to me, you know? Audio has just seemed super wonky, and COD actually solves why that was with this fix. They say footstep audio fixed an issue causing footsteps to be quieter than intended for the remainder of a match after you view a kill cam. So we didn't really know what was going on with this, why audio sounded so inconsistent, why it sounded like it was non-existent in a lot of cases. This is why you probably ended up getting taken out off spawn. You watch that kill cam, make sure they're not doing anything too weird, if you get a kill cam, of course, because that's still bugged a lot of the time. But you watch that, then you come back in, and for the rest of the match, your audio is messed up. You're not going to hear footsteps clear at all. So really glad that this was fully updated. This was fully fixed here, because like I said, that was one of the most annoying things to run into, where it seems like it was just literally gunfight to gunfight, potentially audio being different. And this would explain why. If you died in between those gunfights, or you lost that first one, you didn't have audio if you checked out that kill cam. And that would apply to all modes, Resurgence, or, you know, Battle Royale, whatever, right? So definitely a huge fix there for sure. Then we got some bug fixes as well. Fixed an issue preventing some players from using a precision airstrike and getting the airspace is too crowded in this area for 0 seconds message. Obviously, you already know every time you're trying to throw a precision or a cluster in an intense moment, someone out there is just trying to look at some planes flying by, so they're throwing theirs for fun and they're blocking you from doing it. Without fail, your first try, it's never going through, right? This though would watch that countdown go all the way to 0, and then it's like, okay, I can finally send in my streak now that the enemies have moved 200 meters away. And then it blocks you again, saying there's 0 seconds remaining. So really obnoxious one there too. Nice to see that that's been updated. Fixed an issue causing the Maya Joyride operator skin from appearing after 70 meters. I think they mean disappearing after 70 meters. The skin has been re-enabled, so this is one that's been disabled for quite some time. This skin was out of the game entirely. Nice to see that that's also been finally fixed on a random Thursday evening update here. Fixed an issue in ranked play Resurgence where players were incorrectly awarded first place SR despite finishing in second. Those of you who are benefiting from that, getting up that leaderboard a little bit quicker, no longer is that going to be happening. They also fixed an issue causing a small flash of light on the screen with the SVD full auto conversion kit, just like a weird visual bug going on with that. And that actually concludes the July 10th patch notes. But yeah, definitely some very important fixes in here, some addressing of some very obnoxious and annoying bugs here for sure. So good news there. Obviously, they've proven time and time again they like to drop patch notes at very random intervals. It could be a random Tuesday morning, it could be a Friday or a Thursday evening. So if you guys want to make sure that on a daily basis you are always up to date with everything going on in COD, this is the place to be. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, and if you enjoyed the video, a like rating on your way out would be seriously appreciated. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.